Hey dolls, welcome back to my channel, Sharon's Nail Boutique. This is the mermaid set I did in this gorgeous set, and yes, it does glow in the dark. I used Chisel Glow in the Dark Baby Pink, and I used my Glam and Glitz Vanessa in the minty aqua color, and I used the I wrinkled it all up in my fingers, balled it up, and then I undid it. And that's the angel paper, and I used it in two different shades of like magenta fuchsia iridescent, one kind of more see-through and the other more kind of iridescent. And then I did two blue as well, and it's really pretty iridescent sheen as well, more kind of pearlescent. And then the pink see-through one is iridescent more. So I'm just doing my thin clear base of Mia Secret clear acrylic, and I have prepped all these nails with pushing the cuticles back, going in with my cuticle bit on a very low speed, and then using my 100-180 grit file to lightly remove the shine from the nail surface. I repeat, never go in with the actual nail file system itself on the natural nail. That is a no-no. It does not matter how slow the speed is, because at the end of the day, your hand is not the same as a drill. A drill has 30,000 RPM or more, sometimes 25,000. But your hand doesn't naturally have a motor in it. So it's not going to do the damage that a file would do. So to really think that is kind of ignorant, and I'm not trying to offend anybody. But at the end of the day, the knowledge you're sharing with other people learning is wrong information, and you shouldn't be passing on wrong information when you know full well that they teach us that we're supposed to use a hand file to remove the shine from the nail bed. You guys are cutting corners, you're trying to rush, and you're basically neglecting your clients' nail beds, and that's a no-no in my book. So I don't do that. I'm not above anybody, I'm not better than anybody, but I know that I'm not supposed to do that, and I'm not going to. I'm not gonna skip anything. I'm gonna take my time and get it right. So I'm going in here. That other bead was too dry, so I'm going in with a more wetter bead. I'm making sure my cuticle area is nice and flush and neat before I start wetting my brush again and pulling down the rest of that bead. And I will go in with one more, and then I'll do the netting. And after I do the netting, I pull it out. And what I do for it not to stick is I stick it in a little bit of clear acrylic beforehand so it doesn't stick in the acrylic. So after that, I pull it out, and then I start filling in those gaps with my Glam and Glitz, that minty color. Oh my goodness, that is like one of my absolute favorite colors by Glam and Glitz, and I love to ombre it with certain colors. And this Chisel Glow in the Dark Baby Pink reminds me so much of CJP's Amore. And I just love that it looks like Amore, because I've been dying to get my hands on some of that pink. I even went as far as trying to make my own. As sad as that sounds, yes, ladies, I tried to make my own CJP Amore, and I did okay, but it just did not come out. The color was great, but the way it set so fast with certain liquids, I just couldn't. Sorry if I sound loud right now. I'm actually trying to get my seatbelt on, so I'm in my husband's work van with him, and it's kind of loud in here, but I'm trying to do my voiceover. Hey. So I go in this nail with a full, I think this is still the netting nail. Yep, I think this is still the netting nail, so hold on one moment. Okay, so once I'm satisfied with that nail, I will stick my netting in the clear acrylic if I haven't done it already. There I go. And then I'll push that down into the nail, making sure that it's nice and neat as I'm pulling it out, that it's not pulling the acrylic with it, and making sure that those indentations are nice and neat, so that when I come in with Vanessa, as I do here, isn't that like apple shine from CJP? It's so freaking gorgeous. I love it so much. And it has like that slight shimmer to it too. So pretty. Really pretty. I hope everybody has been enjoying my videos lately. If there's anything in particular you guys wouldn't mind watching, definitely let me know in the comments below. I do have a new vlog series coming. I'm not going to tell anybody the name because I don't want anybody taking my ideas. I've been coming up with a couple ideas. I am a very creative person, so my way of an outlet is my art. So whether that be drawing or writing poetry, lyrics, or doing nails, I have to vent through art. It's just my way of an escape. My horoscope is Libra too, so like when my scales, so to speak, are off balance, so am I. Like my moods could be all over the place at times, but I think it's mainly because I'm getting older and, you know, new emotions coming up in certain age, and, you know, I'm going to be a grandmother soon, and I'm nervous about it, but I'm very excited, and I just hope and pray that I'm around long enough just to enjoy it all and take it all in and just really be around family and loved ones and support one another. And that's what everybody needs to remember. If you don't have family, who do you really have at the end of the day, you know? So I'm going in here with my China Glaze. This is like those fish scales I was telling you ladies about the other day. It's like an iridescent pink / gold tone, and they're so pretty. They're like crushed mylar flakes, and I use those as a base, and then I go in with some of those pink, like those pink caviar beads that I got in a swap. I kind of dotted some of those around, and I dotted some of the Tropical Mermaid mix by Deborah Sweeney. I love her mixes. Oh my god. And I have so many of them too. So I dotted some of that around because that has like, and then I took some individual glitters that are in little pots that I have, and I took some of the 1mm gold metallic ones, and I dotted some of those around here. I took the mylar, I glued that down, I cut around the edges, as you can see. After I'm happy with the glitter placement and the mylar flakes and the caviar beads, I'll go in and I'll cap, making sure that I'm turning that nail to the sides, because when you do mylar, you want to make sure that you cut it smaller than the sides, because you're not going to be able to fully cap if you don't. And I think I actually made a mistake on one of these nails where it didn't come out right, and you can see like kind of a gap on the side. And let me tell you guys, that could happen to anybody, literally. It could happen to the most seasoned of people. It could happen to rookies. It could happen to anyone. Everyone makes mistakes at the end of the day, so it shouldn't be held against any one of us if we make a mistake. But it's what we do from that point on. We can't continue to make the same mistake. We have to grow as people and learn from our mistakes and learn the right way to do it and pass that knowledge on to other people so that they don't have to make the same mistakes that we did. You know what I mean? So I'm just making sure that that cuticle area is flush and neat. You do not want to bulk that area up. I'm going in to cap this nail as well. I'm happy with the glitter placement, making sure that just that cuticle area is nice and the structure is in the right spot, like the amount of acrylic is in the right spot where it needs to be. I have it in my stress point area. You know, it's thin at the cuticle, comes up a little bit, and then straight out. So that's how it should be. So I just finished up capping that nail, and I'll move on probably to the next hands, I think, or possibly the thumb, because I go in on the thumbs too with, or no, the pointer, I'm sorry. The pointer, I go in with that baby pink Glow in the Dark by Chisel, and this is their Glow #1. It doesn't have a name, which kind of sucks, but it's Glow #1. The Glow Teal is Glow #2. And this baby pink actually glows like a bluish purple color. It's actually really, really cool. I've never seen anything like it, so I like it a lot. I'm really happy with how the colors mold and how easily I could play with them, so I'm happy with that. So I'm taking the baby pink Glow and I'm starting my free edge with that color, And then I'll use Vanessa up at that cuticle area and then blend that down. And then on the opposite hand, I did it the opposite way. So I started off with the Vanessa at the cuticle area, or the free edge area, and then used the glow-in-the-dark baby pink up at that cuticle. So, and it looked really, really good, actually. So I hope everybody has been having a good weekend, and I hope you guys are enjoying the summer so far. Thank you to everybody so far that has subscribed. I can't even explain to you how freaking grateful I am to you guys. It just means the world to me to have your guys' support and your continued views and your comments. I just really appreciate it. So let's keep this going, guys. Let's get this channel to where it needs to be and just keep it growing and reaching a bunch of new ladies, young ladies, older ladies, whoever enjoys doing nails, gentlemen, whoever, you know, it doesn't matter. It's an art, it's an outlet, it's therapeutic. It's really, really fun to do, and once you get into it, it's hard to give it up. I will say that. And I have so many collected nail art things that I can barely, like, see my shelves. I got too much stuff, let's put it that way. So I love how these colors ombre together. They just, oh my goodness. You guys see this pink that glows? Doesn't it look like Amore? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think it looks like Amore or no? And this Glam and Glitz Vanessa, it really, really reminds me of CJP's Apple Shine. What do you guys think? Do you think it looks like that color or no? So now I'm going in on the thumb with the blue iridescent wrinkled up, not Mylar, wrinkled up angel paper, and I just wrinkled that up between, you know, I rolled it between my fingers and into like a tiny ball, and I kept doing that a couple times until I got like the right crinkly pattern that I wanted, because the idea I was going for with this nail was to make it look like the ocean. And so I did some glitters. I did some of that pink gold tone China Glaze fish scale stuff. I did some gold metallic hexes 1mm. I did some blue holographic extra fine hexes. I did some gold holographic extra fine hexes. So I put some really pretty stuff. And then I did some green fantasy gold tone Mylar flakes. And it just gave this impression, and I did those pink caviar beads as well, and it just gave the impression of like the ocean, and it made it look like a beach, like the water was moving and stuff. So it was really, really cool. And then I used some of that tropical mermaid glitter mix from Deborah Sweeney. If you're watching this, I hope you're doing okay. I love you very much, and you're always gonna have a place in my heart, Deborah. I mean, I've known you since I first came on YouTube, and you've always been good to me and really supportive. So you'll always have a special place in my heart. There's quite a few ladies on here that I started off with on YouTube that will always have a special place in my heart, and I'll have to make a list and thank people and just go over all my subbies and just really just thank each and every one of you individually, because you have no idea, like I will get into this in my vlogs, but the way I was raised, I'm a very humble person because I grew up extremely poor. And I know it happens to a lot of people, but I have a very, very dysfunctional childhood. I grew up in the system, taken away from my mom at a very young age, abused in the care of DCF, and lots of bad things happened to me and my siblings. So I will get into that in another video, because I really want my audience to know me, the authentic me, and I want you guys to know that you guys aren't alone. If you're experiencing things and you need to talk to somebody, definitely reach out. I'm always here, willing to lend an ear to listen. I'm just one of those types of friends. I'm very loyal, even if I don't see the person. That's just how I am. And there's a lot of ladies on here that could tell you. I've talked with some of them sometimes till 2, 3 in the morning through emails. Like, you know, sometimes people just need someone to listen. And if you're that one person that could lend an ear to someone and you didn't do it, how bad would you feel if you heard about that person maybe killing themselves or something like that? You would never forgive yourself, because it's like you had an opportunity to help somebody and you didn't take it. So I always try, and I'm humble. I'm not, by no means am I trying to come off like I'm better than anybody at all. No way. But I just want to try and be as helpful as I can. So I'm just finishing capping this nail. And I know I'm getting a little off topic and a little mushy, but I just want you guys to know how much you mean to me, you know? I finished capping that nail so I can file it after it dries. I'll cap whatever I need to cap. I go in on the pinky on this finger with the same design, the China Glaze fish scales, the iridescent pink / gold tone. These are so pretty. I love working with these. And what I do is I take a small wet bead, I pick some up, I put it on the nail, I shape it, and then while it's still damp, I dip my wet brush into the flakes without any acrylic, and I just dot it around that sticky surface and kind of flatten those in, you know? That way I don't have to keep adding acrylic and just bulking the nail up, you know what I mean? So I'll grab another small wet bead and I'll pick some more up, and then I'll start dotting those gold little hexies. I'll take those pink caviar beads. Excuse me. And yeah, so I'll just start, you know, I'll keep designing that nail, and when I see fit I will finish and cap it. I've already done the mermaid scales on this hand already, so I believe I start going in with my brush on glue on this tip. I've already done the thin clear base, it's dried already, so I use my brush on glue. I brush that on. I actually got this brush on glue from Five and Below, and I like it. It does the trick for what I need it for, so I don't have any issues sticking this angel paper down. This stuff is tricky to use sometimes because it's hard to like cut it exactly how it needs to be, and sometimes like you'll cut it and it'll be alright, and then you cut it a little bit more and you take too much off by accident. So then I go in on the thumb on this hand with that more see-through iridescent pink one. And I'm using the same brush on glue method to glue it down. That's all I do here. So I'm just gluing that down, pushing that down, rubbing my finger over it, hoping that like the heat from my thumb will help it kind of seal itself down. I go around the blue and just cut around the edges and trying to get as much of that those side pieces off as I can, because you won't be able to cap properly, like I said. And honestly, it didn't really come out exactly how I wanted it, because I didn't cut enough of the sides off because I was nervous to cut too much off, and then I ended up not cutting enough off. So I really have to stop second guessing myself, because if it weren't for me second guessing myself, literally my designs would be coming out perfect. So I just need to, and see, this is what I mean. I'm not perfect. I make a lot of mistakes that I'm still learning from. So it's gonna show sometimes, and so don't be too harsh, guys. I'm just a regular person. I am self-taught. I do think I am really good. I think I can be much better. So I'm never gonna feel like, oh, I'm better than anybody, I'm better than most. I'm never gonna say anything like that, because like I said, I'm a humble person. I just want to do beautiful nails, and I want to make people happy with their beautiful nails. So that's it. I did do a glow set, a pretty plain glow set today with just burnished glitter on the middle fingers, so I didn't record that one. However, I have quite a few clients coming up that I will be recording on. I will be starting this vlog series pretty soon, so it will be featuring my clients as well. So just stay tuned for that. I got a lot of great things in the works for my channel. So I'm hoping that you guys are really liking the content and enjoying what I've been bringing to the table. If anyone has any ideas for any new content, I may shout you out, put your name in it. I don't mind helping other people grow their channel. That's what we're here for, to support each other. So definitely hit me up if you want to do anything together, and we could try and get that going as soon as possible. Sometimes I get sick and my health isn't great and I need time, but for the most part, I take my channel very serious, and I want other people to as well. So you just need to remember to take yourselves serious. Also, not everybody out there has low self-esteem, but just for the women that aren't very sure of themselves, like I wasn't sure of myself either at one point. Now I am more so, but there was a point in time where I needed people's advice, and I'd like to be there for you guys if you need me. So never hesitate to reach out in the comments below, guys, okay? So I'm just finishing up this aqua scene with that glitter, the gold hexes, and the China Glaze fish scales, and those caviar pink beads, and yeah, really pretty stuff. And some of that tropical mermaid glitter. Just dotting some of that around the nail as well, making it look like a really cool ocean scene. The only thing missing is the tropical fish, I swear. And then I cap that nail because I'm done, and just want to make sure that that's sealed, like I said, around those edges, you know what I mean? And then I'll go in on the pointer with that ombre, and that's pretty much it, guys. Then the thumb is that pink iridescent scene. I'm going to leave you guys here and let you listen to the music and enjoy the video. I love you guys all so much. If you have not subscribed yet, please don't hesitate to hit that button. You will not regret it. I love you guys all so much. Don't forget to hit that like button, share button with all your friends, and let's get this channel to 1,000, guys. We're almost there. We could definitely do it. I know you guys can do it. So any comments, leave them below, and I'll leave my email in the description box below as well. And until my next one, guys, I love you all so much. Bye, guys.